Good evening, everyone. Ken Phelps alongside Mike McConley for a terrific contest tonight. I think the village of Landisville may be packed tonight for this contest. This is what high school basketball gets down to. All the marbles, two good teams, packed house. This should be a lot of fun tonight.
And we have the final regular season game. Winner takes the section championship. We have a packed house. We have a history of two great teams here. It's going to be quite exciting tonight.
We've got a lot coming up in tonight's pregame. It's senior night here in Landisville, so there are 4 guys on the Hempfield roster playing for a lot tonight. We'll talk about the styles of play we expect from tonight's game, and also we'll take a look back at that first contest on January 18th, just over 3 weeks ago, a terrific ball game at McCaskey High School. We'll have all that and much, much more coming up in the pregame show right here on TSM. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Hempfield High School as we get ready for this Section 1 showdown. Ken Phelps alongside Mike McConley, and this is going to be a lot of fun. This Section 1, essentially a Section 1 championship game. Earlier in the week, I was thinking to myself that McCaskey was playing for a tie, but the winner takes all in this matchup because of Hempfield's loss to Manheim Township earlier in the year, which a little bit of an upset, and I know you take some pride in also.
Yeah, that was a great game for us out here at Hempfield. It was near Christmas, I believe, and we just overtook them in the fourth quarter and just had a great game, and obviously it gave them the one loss, and then McCaskey lost to Hempfield in at McCaskey, which sets the stage for tonight.
You mentioned that when we were talking before the game about the importance of winning a section championship. It's not a district playoff victory. It doesn't get you into the state playoffs, but it's an important championship nonetheless.
All you have to do is look at this crowd. This crowd is huge tonight, and it's a local crowd. We have print media here. We have radio media here. We're here. I mean, it's a big thing, and I think it's very, very important to win that section championship because they will talk about that for the whole year, and it'll come up again next year. It's very important to win that or to wear that crown.
You know you've got a good crowd on hand when your public address announcer makes repeated remarks about keeping the safety aisles clear, so if somebody were to get injured up there, they can get to them and get them help. It is extra security on hand. You can see some of the fans getting excited for the game, and you get a good look there. There is not a seat left in the house. They have had to clear the corners and try and pack these people in. It will be very warm in here by the end of the fourth quarter tonight.
Ken, I've been here quite a few times for a lot of games, and this is one of the biggest crowds I've ever seen, and they are excited about tonight's game.
Let's take a quick look back. Just over 3 weeks ago, January 18th, at McCaskey High School, a terrific basketball game came down, a one-point contest swinging back and forth. We're going to go back and look at the final few seconds of what happened in that contest, and then when we come back from this little break, looking at these final few seconds, we'll talk about the styles of play in tonight's basketball game. And now we're going to take you back, a flashback to January 18th, just over 3 weeks ago. 13 seconds left. Moyer with the basketball. 10 seconds. Looking to go down in low. Can't find anybody. 6 seconds left. Moyer down low. Presley outside. Drives the baseline. Has a shot. Can't get it to go. But with a putback. Time's run out. Hempfield's won it. Hempfield has won the basketball game 62-61. And Warren Goodling is telling his kids to get up. I tell you what, the intensity will be no less in this gymnasium tonight because a game like that, McCaskey thought they had it won. Tyron McFadden hit a couple of free throws to put them up by 1. You heard it, 13 seconds left, and Hempfield gets the big victory. So you got to think the Red Tornado is going to come out. They really want this game.
And that's just one game in the section earlier on. Tonight is for all the marbles. You could see how excited the kids were.
Talk about some of the keys, Mike, that are going to be a key in this basketball game. If you look back at the line score on that first game, after 8 minutes of action, there were only 18 points on the scoreboard. Controlled the tempo of the game by Hempfield. It was a half-court game. They set up their offense, set up their defense. Second quarter, completely the opposite. 53 points put on the scoreboard, and it was controlled by McCaskey, the tempo. When you're up court, the chaotic pace they need. Talk about the two styles of play and how that's going to factor into who wins this basketball game.
Well, obviously, Hempfield has the 6'8" Ryan Butt going to Boston University. He's averaging 20 points a game. They want to bring it down, and they want to have him have touches. He has to get it inside. No one, McCaskey's biggest kid is 6'2". They have to get it inside to Ryan Butt and have him score. Therefore, they want a half-court game. Then McCaskey wants that frenetic pace. They want to race up and down, Butter McFadden dishing to people, and then they have that possibly the best district guard in the District 3, Jerry Johnson, who can do so many things, hitting threes and just creating that havoc and turnovers off their pressure. So they want the fast pace. Hempfield wants the half-court setting. So you have quite a contrast here tonight.
Well, when you talk about Jerry Johnson, you talk about a guy that can do so many things. He obviously can hit the three. He had 4 in the second quarter of this first game between Hempfield and McCaskey. But talking to Hempfield head coach Warren Goodling before the game, he really, I tell you what, had very high praise for Jerry Johnson and said he may be the best guard they face all year long. And you got to take into consideration, they faced some, they've scrimmaged Harrisburg with Andre Henry, who's considered one of the better guards in the district, and they played New York high school basketball power Christ the King. But I tell you what, the guy right there you see on your monitor, boy, Warren Goodling's very high on him.
He is very high, and again, you're talking about a junior here. He mentioned when we were in the locker room talking to him earlier tonight that he thought he was better, or well, not better, but give Hempfield more fits than this Omar Cook from Christ the King, and that's high praise for young Jerry Johnson.
Yeah, Omar Cook headed to St. John's to play basketball. That was a big victory Sunday for Hempfield. They got a 50-49 win over Christ the King. Ryan Butt matching up with center Zach Williams, who's headed to Ohio State. Right now a Division I power. St. John's playing very good basketball, and Omar Cook, the guard, headed there. I mean, they were playing a very high-caliber basketball team.
What does that say about Hempfield? They go in, play somebody in foreign land. They play them that has, they have 2 Division I recruits at St. John's and Ohio State, and they beat them. Quite a win for Hempfield.
Yeah, and then all that in mind, Warren Goodling wouldn't say how confident his team was. He said McCaskey may be playing the best basketball in District 3. Leave it to a head coach to not get his team too pumped up. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take a little bit more of a closer look at this game tonight between Hempfield and McCaskey. There is no room left in this gymnasium. If you're thinking about heading out, save the travel, sit home, go to the fridge, get a beverage, and join us here on TSN for this terrific basketball game. McCaskey and Hempfield coming up shortly. It's a Section 1 championship game tonight here in Landisville. Ken Phelps and Mike McConley with you from Hempfield High School as the Red Tornado and the Black Knights battle it out here on the hardwood in front of a packed house. We were talking capacity earlier, about 2,000. I guarantee you there's more than that here tonight, and many more of you watching at home, and we're glad to have you along. This game has implications regarding the league playoff picture, and Hempfield and McCaskey, obviously it's nice to have that Section 1 championship banner, but that may not necessarily mean an easier game once you get into the league playoffs, and right now it's even hard to tell who's going to be playing who right now. The picture's so muddled.
Right, Ken. The winner of tonight's game is the #1 seed in the boys, and they will be in the top half of the bracket. Will play LS on Monday night, February 14th. The loser will drop down to the bottom half of the bracket, so at least they'll separate from each other for a little bit of time, and will draw Anvil-Cleona, which is no picnic either. So it'll all shake itself out, and after that first round of the league playoffs, you may have a Hempfield out there, or a Township, or a Lebanon, or a Garden Spot in the McCaskey. It's going to be great semifinal action.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and you look at some of the potential matchups down the road. The league playoffs are always good, but this year it seems like the parity in the league from top to bottom is really good. Even Section 3 teams, which you perceive as smaller schools, you're talking about Anvil-Cleona, defending state champ, and small school player of the year in Mark Linebaugh. And even a team that is a quality basketball team like Lancaster Catholic, they've got no way of making it in. As good as they are a basketball team, there's so much better competition around the rest of the league. Really going to be a lot of fun. Hempfield and McCaskey, I tell you what, I don't know. If I had to pick between LS and Anvil-Cleona, that's almost a toss-up as who you want to face in the first round.
I think LS is 17-5 and has done a nice job. Dave Balzer down at LS, and of course Garden Spot's in the lower half of that bracket with Curtis Waltman. They're a high-flying junior guard. You're right. That is just some outstanding basketball teams in that boys bracket.
And I don't envy you in your position as athletic director. The boys picture is bad enough. You look at the girls picture, there's still about 3 or 4 ifs, and if this team wins and this seed and that seed, looking at the brackets that Mike has drawn up here, it is a circus that will not be decided until later tonight.
Dick Balderston, executive director of the league, will have a lot of work to do in a hurry tomorrow morning.
We have got introductions being made here. The Hempfield Black Knights, they are excited about this game. Before the game, it was senior night. They honored 4 seniors here. Keith Gerber, the 5'10 guard. Darren Presley, the 6-foot guard, and who may be playing the best of all the Black Knights basketball squad. Greg Bernhardt, a 6'4 forward. And, of course, the Boston University-bound 6'8 forward center, Ryan Bunt, one of the top scorers in the league, averaging 20.5 points per game. He will be a big factor in tonight's contest. We'll take a quick timeout as we have a break for the national anthem. When we come back, starting lineups and opening tip-off from Hempfield Gymnasium right here on TSN. Getting ready to tip off here in Landisville, the McCaskey starting five. Tyron McFadden, Jerry Johnson, this terrific shooting guard, Bobby Eberhardt, Tyson McFadden, and sophomore Perry Patterson. For the Hempfield Black Knights, their starting five, led in the center by big man Ryan Butt, number 43. Also Justin Moyer, Darren Presley, the guard tandem, and Greg Bernhardt, Sam Minder at forward for the Black Knights. And we are set to go and underway here at Hempfield, and they control the opening tip.
Ken, two people that are playing very well for their respective teams. Darren Presley is playing outstanding right now, as is Perry Patterson for McCaskey. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
Sam Minder comes out quickly and gets the first points of the basketball game. And McFadden out top, running the offense for Steve Powell's club. Over to Eberhardt in the corner, trying to go down inside. Johnson now on the outside. Patterson will pull up for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Tyson McFadden, blocked from behind, scramble for the loose ball. Out of bounds, Hempfield basketball.
Darren Presley draws the assignment to check Jerry Johnson, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. And right away, you see that full court pressure from McCaskey. They want that, and there's a steal. Butter McFadden to the hole. That quick, it's like lightning.
Tyron McFadden, you mentioned even in the JV game, the McCaskey system, if you even look down for a second on defense, they're gone the other way.
Quick hands, and they can transition. I mean, they can turn a steal into quick points.
Ryan Butt, his first field goal of the basketball game. He will be clutch in today's ball game.
He was clutch in the first game for 32 points.
Right now, this tempo favoring the Black Knights is slowed down half-court offense. McCaskey would much rather have a chaotic 94-foot basketball game. Tyson McFadden for a three. Blocked by Ryan Butt, and a foul called on Bobby Eberhardt. The official saying some contact down low. Body contact.
The one person they don't want to get in foul trouble. Ryan Butt is first, and he cannot afford to get in foul trouble. Eddie Flick and Rick Dissinger doing the game for us tonight.
Tough call, Bobby Eberhardt at the line. He will shoot a pair. And he's good on the front end.
Warren Goodling had mentioned to us earlier that he felt McCaskey was playing as well as a team as anybody in the district. That's high compliments, and again, he's just talking to us in the locker room. I think he really believes that. That's just not smoke.
Almost another steal. The McFadden brothers over, creating problems on defense. Yeah, and you got to keep in mind, he said district, not just league. They're talking about mid-Penn Conference, and there's some good ball being played there, too, by Harrisburg and Steelton Highspire. I mean, there's some good basketball in that conference as well.
I know McCaskey started off with maybe they were at 2-4 at one point, and now they're 16-5. So that tells you how well they're playing. They really gelled.
Presley pull-up jumper, no good off the back of the rim. Rebound, Tyron McFadden. Knights up 4-3. 6 minutes left in the first quarter, rather. Ryan Butt pulls down his first rebound of the ball game.
Greg Bernhardt got out there and actually got a piece of that. Really hustled out, got a piece of that jumper. Hempfield has great role players. You know you're going to get scoring out of Ryan Butt. You know you're going to get it out of Darren Presley. And then you have Justin Moyer who's going to handle it, and Greg Bernhardt does his share of rebounding, and there's Moyer into the lane and a score.
Moyer with a soft touch, averaging 12.5 a game. He's got 2 right now. Now, when you think about this Hempfield basketball team and what they lost even from a year ago, Jeremy DeBoer is not with them. Matt Gerke out with a season-ending ACL injury. A couple of other, DeBoer a big scorer, Gerke another one of those role players. It's scary to think how good they could be.
He has this program rolling. It's every year. They don't rebuild, they just reload. They just keep coming at you. And here's a quick 20-second timeout.
20-second timeout called by the Hempfield Black Knights. 5:15 left here in the first quarter, and so far 6-3, kind of a low-scoring ball game. And I would say right now the tempo favoring Hempfield. I think Warren Goodling's club doing what they want.
It is favoring him, but right now I think they're just basically feeling each other out. It's going to heat up here shortly. It'll get rolling.
Well, did it ever heat up in the first game? 18 points in the first quarter at McCaskey just over 3 weeks ago. 53 in the second. Just get a look at Ryan Butt knocking down the jump shot. That's something he's very good at for a guy 6'8".
He has worked so hard in his game. He deserves all the accolades that come his way. He has just done a great job in getting himself, his body ready physically and his game ready. It's a tribute to how hard he's worked.
Darren Presley guarding Jerry Johnson very tight. Patterson for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Sam Minder. Darren Presley doing a little tightrope walk down the sidelines there.
I mentioned to you earlier, Ken, this big court out here at Hempfield, I don't know if it would help or hurt McCaskey or whatever. Obviously, it helps Hempfield to play in their home court, but I don't think McCaskey's phased a great deal by playing in front of big crowds on foreign courts.
Foul called on the play.
Darren Presley picks up his first. And McCaskey's style of play, even if they get down a bunch, it's not going to phase them because they can strike quickly and score in bunches, so they can get back into it.
Hempfield with 8 points, 4 field goals from 4 different Black Knights, and that's good news for them. They're spreading it around very well here early in the game. Tyron McFadden drives down low, keeps his dribble, and brings it back out. Now they'll set up in half court. Eberhard drives out to McFadden. Three-pointer. It's good. Tyron McFadden. 5 of 6 McCaskey points coming at the hands of Tyron McFadden.
Almost a turnover. Jerry Johnson putting on some pressure.
You won't find many teams that pressure the passing lanes as well as the Red Tornado. Even the inbounds pass is not a gimme when you're playing McCaskey. Moyer tries to go off the glass. It's no good. Rebound Ryan Butt. Off McCaskey, out of bounds.
There's just no way to match up with him in there. He's just too big. And then, of course, they have Bernhardt at 6'4". And then Minder has nice size. Here's the jumper by Darren Presley. Just rims out.
Rimmed in and out. Rebound Tyron McFadden. McFadden having a strong game to this point. Johnson for three. Boy, if he gets hot, this could get real wide open real quick.
Right away, they got a 9-8 lead. I mean, we were talking about them being down 8-3, and the next thing you know, it's 9-8. And here's Ryan Butt doing what he does well, scoring from the left side.
Butt's two-pointer breaks a 6-0 run for McCaskey. Johnson pull up, and he has found the touch. Just that quick. Jerry Johnson with 5 points and a steal. Make it 7. No, he can't get it to go. Justin Moyer, terrific play to save it to Darren Presley. Blocking foul called. Hempfield trying to go with a little pick and roll there.
And that time Tyson McFadden had Ryan Butt outside. Tyson at 5'11" and Ryan at 6'8". Now, I don't know if that was a switch or he had to pick him up or whatever. They just want to keep Perry Patterson out of foul trouble. I don't know.
It's the first team foul on the Red Tornado. 3:03 left in the first.
Adam Brown, number 22, and Jared DeBoer check in. There's a nice inbound play to Greg Bernhardt.
Nobody kept track of Bernhardt. He got wide open on the backside. An easy lay-in. Knights by 1, under 3 minutes to play here in the first. Patterson, good look. I don't know how he found Jerry Johnson, but he did, and Johnson's got 7.
That's what makes him special. He can go inside and score. He can drive and score. Of course, he has that feathery touch. Nice pass. Beautiful pass.
Gets it to fall. 6 points on the night for Ryan Butt.
You would think the pace at this point, though, favors McCaskey a little bit. It's picked up.
Johnson drives the baseline, foul on the play. Foul going to be called on Adam Brown, his first, team third.
Coach tells you you're going in the game, Adam. The problem is you have to guard Jerry Johnson. Good luck, son. I've watched this kid grow up, Jerry. He just doesn't stop. I mean, he doesn't look that strong. That's a great pass. Head flick has him for a walk. He just doesn't stop. He doesn't look that strong, but I think he is, and he just runs all day, and he can shoot, and he can drive, and he can dish, and he can do about everything.
Well, the one thing you're not going to do to Jerry Johnson is wear him out. Took it back out. Bernhardt off the front of the rim, no good. Butt keeps it alive, and Bernhardt gets the rebound. Moyer for three, no.
Ryan Butt was very lucky not to pick up a push-off foul there. What a move. Adam Brown, little dipsy-do. Thank you.
It's the 5th Black Knight into the scoring column tonight. 1:53 left in the first. And there's a turnover. Out on the run, Adam Brown. 1-on-2.
Great dish. Oh, he missed
Bernhardt
it.
can't finish.
They're letting him play. Very nice dish by Adam Brown. Greg Bernhardt just a little bit off balance. Now Ryan Butt gets a blow, and the pace here is pretty fast paced. You're going to need a little air at times.
You see Bernhardt got a second chance there. McFadden came from behind with a nice block, but knocked it out of bounds, so it's still Hempfield basketball. The Knights leading by 3 with 1:40 left in the first period.
Mark Keller checks in, number 44 from McCaskey. If you remember that first game, he had 11 points in 1 quarter. Hit like 3 threes. He was just unconscious.
Moyer out top, going to reset now. A much smaller Hempfield lineup with Butt sitting on the bench.
There's Perry Patterson, 6'2", their biggest kid guarding Justin Moyer, who's the point guard for Hempfield. He's a great athlete, Perry Patterson.
Quarterback on the football team, stand out here on the basketball team as well, and there he pokes it away, and the Red Tornado come up with a turnover. Anthony Gibson, 15-footer, goes 16. Rebound, Sam Minder. Under a minute to play here in the first.
And I guarantee you at the end of this quarter, you'll get Darren Presley back in, Ryan Butt back in. Warren Goodley's staff is trying to give him a proper chance to rest. Boy, what pressure. Tyson McFadden. Right now, Hempfield's just surviving. And there's the turnover. And here they come running.
Here comes Jerry Johnson out quick. Gets the lay-in.
He's special. He is special.
15 seconds left in the quarter. Hempfield by 1 with the basketball. 10 seconds. Moyer out top. 6 seconds left. Driving the lane. There's a turnover. Moyer comes up with it. It's good if it goes, and it doesn't. 8 minutes of action in the book, and a frenetic 8 minutes. The Hempfield Knights leading this one by a score of 16-15. We'll be right back with second quarter action here on TSN. This has been a good one. Stick around. Well, we almost had 2 quarters within that one. The first few minutes of the game controlled by Hempfield, very slow tempo. I tell you what, that last 5 minutes, we had to catch our breath during the break. It was so fast.
I think McCaskey imposed their will on Hempfield. They picked up the pressure. It started to take its toll. They got a couple easy baskets out of it. Again, Hempfield has to handle that pressure and get the ball into Ryan Butt. And as we said, Ryan Butt, Darren Presley back in the Hempfield Black Knight lineup.
And the ball poked away from Tyson McFadden that time. Sam Minder on the defense. Patterson drives on Butt, pull-up jumper, in and out. Halfway down, couldn't get it to go.
Both these teams are not going to be fazed by what goes on out there. Hempfield has had quite a schedule, like we said, playing Christ the King, playing Harrisburg, and McCaskey is just so used to playing against big games in hostile crowds that neither one of them is going to be fazed.
Darren Presley gets the field goal. That is his first of the game, the 6th Black Knight to score tonight, and he hit a little bit hard and was a little bit slow getting up, but he's right up and in the game.
It's one of those NBA charges. It was under the basket. You're not going to get it. Just let him play on. Probably a good no call by Ed Flick.
Skip pass over to Gibson. Patterson in the corner. He'll pull up.
Perry Patterson looks a little frustrated right now. He wants to take the shot, but he's fouled. What a great, no. before.
Wow, foul on the floor. Warren Goodling can't believe it.
We're starting to say that Perry Patterson wants to take the jumper, but he's not hitting it, so now he looks unsure, and he doesn't know if he can get around him, and of course you're trying to go up against somebody 6'8", him being Ryan Butt. So right now, Perry Patterson's a little frustrated. Great move by Ryan Butt, but wiped out the foul before.
First foul of the ball game on Anthony Gibson, second team foul on McCaskey.
Little double screen for Darren Presley.
Three won't go, and here comes McCaskey. Tyron McFadden loses it out of bounds.
Tyron McFadden, to the McCaskey faithful, is known as Butter. And if you follow the LL League, most people know him as Butter. And sometimes he's as smooth as butter. He's a great kid. Great kid. Always talking. During JV games, you watch him, he's coaching. I asked him if they paid him over. I asked Mr. Polonis, the AD, if he'd get him a job, because the kid is just like another coach on the floor. He helps out during the JV games. He's such a great kid.
Let's go, Hempfield. Let's go.
Little loose, full court pressure that time by McCaskey. Boy, Adam Brown all by himself taking control.
Beautiful left-hand drive, kiss off the glass by Adam Brown.
Well, I tell you what, Warren Goodling really getting some balance in the scoring tonight, and just that quickly Bobby Everhart hits his first three of the ball game.
This is like, take this, then you take this. These are two heavyweights, two of the best in the LL League for a long time. Great look inside by Bernhardt, draws the foul.
Terrific pass inside, draws the foul. Tyron McFadden, his first. That will send Adam Brown to the free throw line. Well, Adam Brown's had a strong game so far. He's already doubled his scoring average per game tonight.
Plus, he's been assigned a job of chasing Jerry Johnson, so he's going to sleep well tonight.
2 for 2, 6 on the night for Brown, the 6'1" junior guard. Johnson drives, foul called on the floor. I think that's going to be on Adam Brown as well.
Jerry Johnson's just lightning quick.
Hempfield up by 4, just over 6 minutes left until halftime.
Nice ball fake, nice shot fake.
Wow, what a strong rebound by Darren Presley.
Great pass, Bernhardt walk. Good look inside. Tried to hurry a little bit, and that pressure from McCaskey, that quickness can do that to you. There's the look, replay, and there's the walk. Shuffle both his feet.
There's something you don't see very often. Jerry Johnson losing control of the basketball out of bounds.
Possessions in this game are going to be important, and there's 2 or 3 that McCaskey just come down and Butter mishandled one on the other side. Now Jerry Johnson mishandled one here. You have to take care of the basketball.
Adam Brown gets a hand as Justin Moyer checks back in for Warren Goodling's club.
Justin Moyer's done a nice job at point guard for Warren Goodling. He's really grown up at that position. He's a nice, strong kid, really handles the ball well, runs the offense for them. Little set play, nice dump into Butt.
Boy, he's strong once you get it down low to him. He's got 8 points tonight after that lay-in.
Ken, the people who get open are the ones that set the screen. That time, Ryan Butt set the screen for Presley coming out to the corner, and as soon as he did, he opened up and asked for it inside, and it's a set play. He fed him, used that 6'8", that bulk he has, and laid it in.
And he makes for a nice target when you're trying to go down low, too. That shot rims in and out. Rebound to Hempfield. Under 5 minutes to play until the intermission.
Again, we don't have that feeling like McCaskey's got you frazzled. Right now, Hempfield has a nice pace to it, a nice tempo.
Oh, Presley can't get the friendly roll, but right there is Ryan Butt to clean up. Double digits in the game. He's got 10.
Right now, McCaskey is very, very small in the court. Perry Patterson, their biggest kid, is out. getting a rest, and Ryan Butt's having his own way in there.
Johnson pulls up. Fouled on the play by Justin Moyer. Moyer's first, team 5th. And Johnson will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
McCaskey is unusually small this year. In years past, they'd have the 6'6" kid, the 6'5" kid, and this year they have the 6'2½" sophomore who plays very big, but they are small.
And they lost Kevin Handy, who's done a tremendous job at Kutztown this year. 3-time PSAC Rookie of the Week. He has been terrific up there.
He's doing a nice job for them. We both saw that game out there on Saturday. He did a great job in a losing effort, but he did a great job.
Johnson 2 for 2, and he has 11. And nearly another steal.
Another facet of Butt's game is they can bring him back here to handle the ball against the press. He catches it well. He can put it on the floor, and he can just throw over top of people. He is so versatile. Here we are, Tyson McFadden guarding him at 5'11".
Giving up 9 inches on Ryan Butt.
And making a lot of contact. If I'm not as tall, I'm going to push.
Good look to Presley, but he lost it. McCaskey comes up with a loose ball. Tyson McFadden.
Crowd's relatively quiet at this point. Big crowd. This thing's from distance.
Strong rebound by Greg Bernhardt.
That three was reminiscent of some of the ones he made in at McCaskey. And there's Ryan Butt again having his own way inside. There's no answer. There's Keller for a three.
He can't connect, but quickly Tyron McFadden picks up the rebound and an easy basket.
Now we're back to McCaskey's pace. It's up and down. People aren't even getting down to the offensive end. Quick shots by Hempfield. There's another drive by Butter. Here comes the pressure again. There's a turnover. And a score.
McFadden an easy lay-in. And I tell you what, it doesn't take long. McCaskey runs off an incredible series of points.
They look like they were dead in the water, and now they're down 2.
Warren Goodling outworking the officials over, and a timeout called by Hempfield. And I'll tell you what, Goodling's giving him a good piece of his mind.
Timeout.
Full timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Hempfield by 2. (28-26). Hempfield out in front. Just under 3 minutes to play here in Landisville. Ken Phelps and Mike McConley with you from Hempfield High School. Just under 3 minutes until the half, that is. This has been a good one so far. Nothing less than what I expected entering the gym tonight.
McCaskey, that was a great timeout by Warren Goodling because McCaskey had him on the ropes there a little bit. They had him playing their pace, spread out. There's a turnover. Justin Moyer trying to hit Ryan Butt. McCaskey in a little 2-2-1 pressure.
Warren Goodling calming his guys down a bit, saying it's all right, just settle down. Plenty of time left in this ball game, and there's no worries right now. Basketball out of bounds to McCaskey.
That's what makes McCaskey so tough. There's like 3 or 4 kids out there that can step outside that arc and shoot a 3. Then if you come out on them, then they drive by you. Use that quickness. Great look. Oh, that's got to be.
Goaltending by Anthony Gibson. And
yeah, but it was still fun. It was fun. He's 6 foot. He's up there in the square, pulling it off.
Watch this.
He's in the square, pulling it off at 6 foot. I need a stepladder to get to the net.
There's Minder with a rebound.
Great bounce pass. Didn't handle it, though. Yes, he just keeps coming at it like piranha. Nice rebound.
Rebound, Anthony Gibson. Boy, did he get up for that one, too. Man. Johnson down the lane, left-handed, can't get it to go.
Got to get up. No call. They're letting them play.
Fans wanted a foul call, no whistle.
There's Butt again.
Nice look by Justin Moyer, too, to find him inside.
Now
Ryan
McCaskey
Butt.
looks a little tired.
Ryan Butt with 14 points in the ballgame, and it's a 6-point Black Knight lead.
This is just like a heavyweight fight because they get you on the ropes. You got to somehow sustain it. You got to figure out how to get off and pick yourself up and then play. McCaskey standing around a lot right now. That was just one person. One person just taking it one-on-one in the goal, and the other 4 out at the 3-point line. Right now, McCaskey's a little out of sync.
Okay, there aren't too many players on the basketball court right now that aren't breathing heavy. This has been a heavily fought contest.
Darren Presley goes out for Hempfield. He was in dire need of a drink of water and some breath. He'll be back in quickly, I'm sure.
Brown picked up his dribble and almost got in trouble.
There goes Tyson McFadden again, guarding Ryan Butt.
Adam Brown drives to the lane, kicks it out. 3-pointer, no good for Justin Moyer. Under a minute to play now. Second quarter action from Hempfield High School. And a foul call.
That might be 2 on Justin Moyer, I believe. Yes, it is.
Justin Moyer calls for the hand check on Jerry Johnson.
He'll get him out with 51 seconds left in this period.
Keith Gerber, the 5'10 senior, checks into the basketball game to spell Moyer.
Good coaching move there by Warren Goodling and his staff. Looks like McCaskey may be holding for 1. It's not their style. Nice look inside.
Tyson McFadden can't get it to go.
Tyson McFadden, the post player at 5'11", trying to go over the 6'8" Ryan Butt.
Butt a running jumper, gets his own rebound, kicks it out.
Bodies everywhere. Play continues. Now we got a jump ball. We have 300 fans on the one side that want to officiate and 300 on the other that want to officiate.
And neither one of them like the call. Go figure. .8 seconds left in the basketball half here. Brian Butt way out top, over to Brown, less than 10. Adam Brown gonna drive. Foul on the floor with 6.1 seconds left in the half.
He's done that quite a few times tonight. He's put his head down there. That time it was right-handed. I think he's left-handed, but at this point I can't tell.
Mark Keller draws his first foul of the basketball game.
There's a little double screen for Ryan Butt for a 3. Now we have another whistle.
Tyson McFadden called for his third foul of the basketball game. 2.6 seconds left in this half. And Darren Presley comes back in.
Is that his third foul? Tyson McFadden's third, and he's still in the game? Thought they'd get him out with 2.6 seconds. Plus he's guarding Ryan Butt.
Presley for 3. Good if it goes. Just off the back of the rim. He almost had it. We are at halftime. A very good first half in which the Hempfield Knights enjoy a 6-point lead, 32-26. The second half is going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. Halftime coming up in just a moment here on TSN. An unusual first half when you take a moment to think about the people that were on the court and the scoring for both of these teams. Hempfield, 6 people in the scoring column, doing a very good job of spreading it out, getting some role players and some points from some unexpected guys. Greg Bernhardt has 4 points in the basketball game. Sam Mender, an early bucket. When you look at the McCaskey Red Tornado, they need to spread out their scoring, Mike. They've only got 3 guys that are in the scoring column. And you pointed out, and I didn't realize it, in the pace of watching the game, because McCaskey plays so fast, sometimes it's hard to tell who they have on the court. Perry Patterson did a lot of sitting in that first half, and I don't have him registered with any fouls.
Yeah, that was confusing to me, and I'd ask you if he did have any fouls, because he sat over there for about 4 or 5 minutes on the bench and has not scored, no fouls on him, and I don't know if he's not feeling well, or I know he was struggling a little bit offensively, but it's interesting because I thought he had been playing very well for them at this point. He has no points, and Darren Presley has been playing very well, and he only has 2 points, but other people have stepped up.
Yeah, you get some guys. I mean, Adam Brown has already doubled his point total, more than tripled it. He's got 8 at the halfway mark, and I think Warren Goodling, when he sits down to look at the scorebook, he's going to think, man, in that first half, we get some contributions from some people I wasn't really expecting it from, and that helped us to a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Adam Brown's 8 points are huge. And, of course, on the other end, we got Butter McFadden has 11, and Jerry Johnson had 11, 9 in the first period, but only 2 foul shots in the second. So they've got to find some scoring out of Perry Patterson, out of some other people, Bobby Eberhardt, but maybe there's something wrong with Perry Patterson that we don't know about.
Yeah, Bobby Eberhardt, the only other guy in the scoring column, he had 4 points in the first half, but it really, you mentioned the analogy to a heavyweight fight. It kind of, the rounds went back and forth. Hempfield would play a little bit, a few minutes slow, and McCaskey would pick up the pace, and then Hempfield and McCaskey would wear out a little bit, and it'd slow back down. And it was kind of up and down, a little bit of a roller coaster ride, and really nobody took control of any aspect of the first half. We've got just a few minutes left in the halftime. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the leading scorers in tonight's basketball game and take a preview of the second half, which should be very good. The Section 1 championship at stake here in Hempfield High School. We'll be right back. Boy, Steve Powell didn't spend much time in the locker room. The McCaskey Red Tornado came back out. There's still 5 minutes left on the halftime clock. He must not have had a whole lot to say, Mike.
I guess he wasn't pleased, or he felt they needed some shooting practice, because like you said, normally teams come out at the 3-minute mark, 2.5-minute mark. They were out at 5 minutes, which means he didn't spend a whole lot of time. And I'm not sure if Perry Patterson is in the not feeling well, or if he's in the doghouse here with Coach Powell, but he's got to step up, and a couple of seniors were up talking to him, so let's see if it has any effect on him.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. He definitely needs some more production. Getting 8 points a game, Patterson, just a sophomore, and that's something to keep in mind, too, just at the end of his sophomore season, so he's very young. But at the same time, he's been playing better lately, so the 8 points a game, you're factoring in a lot of games where he perhaps wasn't playing as strong. And then you factor in the fact that Perry Patterson also has been playing very well lately. So you take those things into consideration. They are not getting the production that they want out of Perry Patterson. Hempfield, on the other hand, pretty much a typical halftime. I would be curious to find out what Warren Goodling had to say. I think the only thing he could really argue for his guys, they've been getting some good rebounds, taking some good shots. I think maybe just try and take control of the tempo a little bit more and not let McCaskey run is about all he could really say. Take a look at the leading scorers there. The McCaskey Red Tornado, Jerry Johnson and Tyron McFadden tied with 11. Bobby Eberhardt with 4. That is all of McCaskey scoring, not their leading scores. That's all they're scoring. 26 points in the first half. There's Hempfield. Ryan Butt with 14, most of those coming in the paint. Adam Brown, a good, solid 8-point contribution. And Greg Bernhardt also doing a good job on the boards and scoring some.
Plus playing defense on Jerry Johnson, and he only had 2 points in the second quarter. There's Bobby Eberhardt, long 3.
Now Eberhardt wastes no time in coming out and almost doubled his point total from the first half with 1 shot.
And here comes a 2-2-1 pressure, and Perry Patterson is back in the lineup. Let's see if he comes to life.
Perry Patterson now guarding Ryan Butt.
There's that little screen by Ryan Butt for Darren Presley to look inside. Turnaround jumper, no. This time Perry Patterson had him out on the court a little bit further than he wanted to be. Plus the timing of that play wasn't right. He didn't get Darren Presley coming off the screen. It just was out of sync.
We'll see if that happens to Hempfield coming out of the locker room. If they take a few minutes to get the offense back in motion. Patterson went right by, but loses it out of bounds, but it's off Hempfield.
Right now he's playing, he being Perry Patterson, with not a lot of confidence. He's not hitting the outside shot. That time he drove, got the ball stripped, and he's only a sophomore, but he's got to play tougher in these big games. One minute into this one, Patterson down low, has the ball, goes up, can't get it to go.
fighting for the rebound, gets it, and fouled as he goes up. And Patterson already in the first minute of action, a lot more active than he was in the first half.
And Butter McFadden just grabbed him by the shirt and told him. I don't know what he told him, but I think Butter's in charge out there, so he better listen.
Sam Minder, his first foul of the basketball game. Patterson goes to the free throw line. He has not scored tonight. And still hasn't. 0 for 1 in his trips to the free throw line, trying to make it 1 out of 2.
We sometimes forget these kids are kids, and he is a young kid, and he's just got to work his way through this right now. He's down on himself a little bit, and it's hurting his game. There's a nice
Presley
run
out all alone.
Very interesting. Tyson McFadden didn't even challenge it with the 3 fouls, didn't even try to get in his way at all. Gave him an uncontested easy 2 for Darren Presley, who needed to get off the mark early here in the second half.
Tyson McFadden out top. I'm not sure if there's a guy on the McCaskey roster that is not afraid to pull up from three-point range. They all can shoot.
They're not afraid, and they have the green light, just as we saw right there. Some people might not think that's a good shot. For McCaskey, that is. That's the way they play.
Nice move by Moyer. Lost the basketball and a foul call.
Foul on Perry Patterson, I believe.
Patterson's first, team first here in the second half against McCaskey. Butt in the corner for 3. No good off the back of the rim. And there goes McCaskey on the run.
There goes Butter challenging Greg Bernhardt. Greg's up to the task. Blocks it out of bounds. Be McCaskey's ball underneath. Butter, no fear. I have no fear. I'm going.
Patterson goes to the lane. He gets butt. Has it blocked. Oh, nice alley-oop to Presley, but he can't finish it. Moyer with a good look that time and just a difficult play to finish. Patterson drives to the basket. Much more active here in the second half. Still not able to score. And there's a turnover picked up by Johnson. And he's fouled.
Sam Minder picks up that foul for Hempfield. 42.
Minder quickly with 2 personal fouls, both coming here in the second half.
That is about a picture-perfect stroke. You want to bottle that stroke from Jerry Johnson. Beautiful release.
3 for 3 and 4 for 4 now from the free throw line tonight. He's got 13. He's not hit a field goal since the first quarter, though. Out of bounds, Hempfield basketball. Moyer looking for Bernhardt that time. Brian Butt off the inbound pass.
Blocked by Perry Patterson, and he gets it stolen. Thought that might ignite him.
Justin Moyer back on defense. Nice spin move in the lane by Ryan Butt.
That kid's 6'8", makes a drive to the basket, spin move, and lays it in. Very talented young man.
Foul called on the floor. Darren Presley guarding Jerry Johnson. Presley's second. Adam Brown checks in, and Darren Presley will get a breather.
Greg Bernhardt coming out.
Greg Bernhardt. 5-point Black Knight lead, 5:06.
Great move.
Tyson McFadden wanted a foul, didn't get it. That's his first field goal of the night. There's a pass tipped out of bounds by Bobby Eberhardt. 6-foot junior. They're just in the passing lanes continuously.
And they're quick. They have quick hands. And if they get a steal, they can transition into offense about as quickly as anyone.
Moyer all the way up and under. Can't get it to go. Ryan Butt will make it good.
Perry Patterson just standing there watching the play. Ryan Butt knifes to the hole. Again, that's a lot of experience that Perry's playing against. Another double pump for Tyson.
Tyson McFadden's worked hard for his 2 field goals tonight.
There's a turnover and a nice look ahead. There's those runouts they like. Easy 2 for Jerry Johnson. Boy, they react so quickly, and a quick timeout. Warren Goodling.
Timeout called by the Black Knights. 20-second timeout.
There's the steal. Turnover, Perry Patterson in the lane. Just a quick flip out to Jerry Johnson. Boy, they react quickly. They know how to do that. Takes it to the goal for an easy deuce.
Well, that's the thing with this varsity McCaskey team playing together and playing together well like that. Patterson knows as soon as he gets it, somebody's gone down the court. All he's got to do is throw it out there, and a guy as quick as Jerry Johnson.
They practice like that. They play against each other in practice, and that's the way they are taught to play.
McCaskey has cut the lead to 1 with 4:19 left in the third quarter.
I mean, you get the feeling as you're watching this, or at least I do, that Hempfield's in total control of this, and the next thing you look up on the board and they're up 1. Lob the butt, a little too hard. Got a lucky bounce off the backboard.
The butt puts it on the ground, spin move, and an easy field goal. He's got 20 points with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Jerry Johnson, long 3, says hello.
7 points already in the quarter for Jerry Johnson, and we're tied at 40. Was Butter McFadden a professional at working the referees on the court or what?
He is. He is.
The diplomat for his team. Gibson knocks it right back out of bounds.
I've met Butter a few times, and he's always talking. He's just a great kid.
Moyer down the lane, nice left hand. He's got 4 points tonight. The Knights are leading by 2. Johnson for 3 again. Oh, he's found the stroke. McCaskey leads by 1.
And if you get up on him, he'll blow by you. And if you don't get up on him, he'll shoot it from distance.
Moyer for 3. Can't get it to go. Ball's coming out of bounds right at Mike McConley. (43-42) McCaskey out in front with the basketball.
Well, the 2 marquee players have stepped up, Jerry Johnson and Ryan Butt. We got a 1-point game, and they're leading their teams.
Jerry Johnson with 21, Ryan Butt with 20.
Tried to do a little bit too much here. Here's a run out by Presley. He's quick. He is quick. What a crossover and a layup.
Darren Presley has 6 points tonight, and Hempfield back in front by a point.
Jerry Johnson can do so much. That time he tried to do too much. Lost the ball, and easy, quick transition basket for Darren Presley.
Tyron McFadden just loses the handle on the basketball out of bounds. Presley for 3. Can't find the stroke.
There's the run out. Hempfield does a great job of shutting that down. That is a lot of McCaskey's offense.
Perry Patterson yet to find the stroke. Rebound Ryan Butt. There's Presley. That time he's got the 3. All of a sudden Darren Presley's got 9 points. Adam Brown tipped it out of bounds, picked in Jerry Johnson's pocket. And those 300 McCaskey officials wanted a foul.
They're going to pass out striped shirts for him. I know Eddie would appreciate the help. Ed Flick and Rick Bissinger doing a great job here tonight. It's a tough game to officiate.
You know, when you're just 2 officials, you just can't see everything. You need some help. Patterson drives.
He is frustrated.
No good.
He is not there mentally. He just can't figure out what to do. His stroke is not there from the outside. He can't drive around butt. He can't go over butt. Great cut. Oh, and he lost it out of bounds.
Greg Bernhardt with a pass. I'm not sure the bounce pass came up quite high enough. It kind of went right at Presley's ankles, but it's definitely a good look. Anthony Gibson checks in for Tyron McFadden, who will take a seat on the bench.
Anthony Gibson, if I'm correct, is the brother of Vet Gray, and for people that have been around the LL League, Vet Gray was a great player, also I believe a state triple jump champion at McCaskey High School. Great steal.
Ryan Budd on the run, looks ahead. Adam Brown goes up. Foul called.
I think that's on Tyson. That's his fourth.
We'll await the official indication. Yes, indeed. 4 fouls on Tyson McFadden.
Mark Keller at the table along with Sam Minder. I'm sure Mark's coming in for, yes, Tyson. Right now, Hempfield has 6 kids on the floor.
Adam Brown a chance to make it a 6-point lead here for Hempfield. Can't do it. Rebound Perry Patterson.
Tried to thread that bounce pass. That's sloppy. Sloppy and not a good judgment by Perry Patterson on a bounce pass. Jerry left his feet. Jerry Johnson left his feet. Had nothing to do with the ball and turned it over.
Justin Moyer, a good heads-up play to pull it back out with less than a minute left in the quarter.
Little triangle delay game here. You got to watch for a back door by somebody. The top of the key. You have the 2 wing players for relief, for a release if you need them.
25 seconds left. Ryan Budd out top.
You try to take this shot with 6 seconds or left, so you have a chance for a follow, and they don't have any. It's very hard in high school basketball to do. And as I say that, they turn it over. Very difficult in high school basketball to hold for the last shot.
A 5-second violation on Justin Moyer. So with 10.2 left on the clock, McCaskey gets the basketball.
Good substitution here by Warren Goodling for Justin Moyer. Gets his 10 seconds plus a minute, and I'm sure he'll be back in there to start the 4th quarter.
Gibson brings it up, pulls up for 3, and he hits it. Anthony Gibson closes out the quarter with a big 3-pointer. It's the 4th McCaskey Red Tornado to hit from beyond the arc tonight, and that cuts the lead to 2. 8 minutes left in this one, and Hempfield is up by 2. Fourth quarter action here at Landisville, and I tell you what, Steve Pell has gotten what he needed from his squad, getting some extra scoring. Got 3 from Anthony Gibson, 4 from Tyson McFadden, but right now he is on the bench with 4 fouls.
I keep saying it. You get the impression that Hempfield is in total control of this, and if you don't look up the scoreboard, then all of a sudden you look up, it's a 2-point game, and it was a 1-point game, and I just keep thinking Hempfield's in control, and we're at a 2-point game, the 4th and final period.
I tell you what, it doesn't take long for McCaskey to get back into a basketball game. Patterson with a steal, but he stepped out of bounds with it. Bernhardt inbounds, finds Adam Brown.
Oh, almost a steal by Anthony Gibson. Oh, there is a steal. No, he got him on the arm. Perry Patterson.
Second foul of the game on Patterson.
They're just like a snake's tongue. They just leap out from behind screens. Their hands flick out. They get their hands on so many balls. You have to be so strong and good with the ball. Here's a little screen down for Justin Moyer. Takes the 3.
Rimmed in and out. Almost had it. Good hands on defense that time by Moyer to slap it out of bounds. Well, this one's shaping up about like that first one did, back and forth.
Let's go for overtime this time.
Gibson missed the 3 rebound control by Darren Presley. They'll slow it down a little bit.
Great little wrinkle there. Good defense. Bobby Everhart.
Everhart anticipating the backdoor cut and knocking the ball out of bounds. Just over 7 minutes left in the ball game. Hempfield by 2. But the ball fake and high off the glass.
And the ball fake is so effective, that shot fake, because you know he can shoot it. He has great shooting touch. Now you got to go out, you get off your feet. Next thing you know, he's by and he lays it in. Quite a talented young man.
Get a foul called on Justin Moyer. That is his 3rd. Team 4th here in the second half.
Again, the crowd very quiet at this point.
They must be saving it up for the end of the game.
Yeah,
maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah.
Patterson will take another 3. That's to his credit. Perry Patterson hadn't quit shooting. He just has not found the mark. Presley on a fast break. Won't go. And Ryan Butt right there to follow. How many times have we said that? They miss a shot, and there's the 6'8" guard, or
Perry
center
Patterson
right there.
did not get back that time. He is just struggling offensively, and it's hurting him on the defensive end because he didn't get back, didn't get a body on Ryan Butt. Ryan gets an easy deuce.
Gibson down the lane.
Great
he gets
drive.
the lay in. Anthony Gibson averaging 7 points a game, has 5 tonight.
Nice steal, Perry Patterson. Now he's running out.
And can't convert the
But he
layup.
gets a steal back. Now he's fouled. He is hustling. You got to give the kid credit. Nothing's gone his way, but he keeps battling. He keeps trying. And he's only a sophomore. There he is, steps back in, gets a steal, fights, and gets wrapped up by Greg Bernhardt.
Bernhardt's first foul of the basketball game. Patterson goes to the line. 0 for 2 in his previous trip. Still hasn't hit. He must think there's a lid on that basket.
I just hope he didn't buy a lottery ticket because it's not happening for him tonight at this point. But you hope a good thing happens to the kid in the end. I mean, we're sitting here doing a great game, and the kid is trying hard. He is a young man, and hopefully something good will come out because he perseveres here.
If we look at the scoreboard, Hempfield only up by 4. Warren Goodling's got to hope he doesn't get hot in the 4th.
There he is. Got one to roll in.
Finally on the board, Perry Patterson 1 for 4.
Perry
the
thinks
free
he's
throw
coming
line.
out of the game, and he's not. He's just mentally not there. He's just got to get it going. You can even hear the crowd yelling to him. Nice, there's a steal, just quick hands. Almost had it, except he bumped into Rick Dissinger. He's part of the court. Rick tried to get out of his way. He just exploded and got a hand on that ball. Here we got a timeout.
Good call by Dissinger, but a timeout on the floor. And I want to remind you of our next game coming up. TSM's coverage of the basketball season 1999-2000 continues the 19th of February. Men's, women's doubleheader. Johns Hopkins and Franklin and Marshall in a Centennial Conference Saturday matchup. Saturday, February 19th at the Mazer Center on the campus of Franklin and Marshall College. This should be a good one. Johns Hopkins, traditional power, F&M right there.
Ken, I was over at F&M's game last night, as I told you. They were down 8 points with 52 seconds, so I get my wife. I said, let's go, let's beat the crowd. We leave. I get home, I pick up the paper, they win by 1. I missed the greatest finish I could have missed. They are a very talented team, F&M, and their women are playing well this year as well.
I guess that will teach you, won't it?
Yeah, I'll stay from now on.
I wonder what Glenn Robinson would have to say if he knew you left early.
I hope he didn't hear this.
5:48 left in this one. Hempfield by 3, 52-49. This has been typical of a Hempfield-McCaskey basketball game. Each team trying to impose their will on the other.
Got to watch something off these inbounds plays. You can really score off them. There's a screen for Presley. Good defense by Jerry Johnson now. They didn't rebound it. Sam Minder
Into the putback, won't go. Rebound, Tyson McFadden, who's back in with 4 fouls. Gibson will drive and kick it back out. Tyron McFadden hits a 3.
Smooth as butter, and he drains a 3.
Tied at 52. 5:20 left in the ball game.
I told you Hempfield was winning, Ken, didn't I? This is a great game. Now the crowd picks up. And right away, Hempfield goes into their star. Drops it off to Darren Presley, who scores. I don't know if that was designer luck, but they'll take it.
I don't think Butt intended on giving it to Presley, but Darren will take the easy 2 points.
And I guarantee you, Butt will be looking at that stat sheet, trying to get that assist.
Foul called on the play. I think that's going to be Justin Moyer. If it is, that's 4 on him.
That would be big. That would be very big. It is. That is your point guard. That is your head on the floor. Let's see what Warren Goodling does. 450, makes no move at all to get him out. That tells you something what Justin Moyer means to this team.
Gibson going to drive on him, goes right by him.
Wow.
Blocked shot by Butt, stepped right up to it. Moyer on the run, running off the glass, and he gets the roll.
Adam Brown basically now trying to deny Jerry Johnson the ball, just won't let him go. There, he got it. That's going up.
Wide open.
That's deep. That was NBA range.
Couldn't get it to go, and as far as he was, the shot was long. It wasn't short. Moyer drives, kicks it over to Minder, drives, baseline, can't get it to go, gets his own board. Putback won't go either. Rebound, Adam Brown.
Nice sequence of rebounding by Sam Minder. Boy, he battled on the board. He's a strong-looking kid. That's a carry. You were talking about carrying early. That's a carry.
For those of you that weren't privy to the conversation, I asked Mike exactly what constituted a carry, because you can make the call about every other play of every game at any level these days, and right there you get called for it. 22nd timeout called by Steve Powell's club. They are down by 4, trying to come out with the Section 1 championship if they can get a victory here, and we have seen how many times tonight. A 4-point lead against McCaskey is about 3 seconds worth of basketball.
That's right. The other thing we haven't mentioned tonight is I think we're correct in saying that the last 6 games that Hempfield and McCaskey have played, Hempfield has been victorious. I'm sure that that's sitting in the minds of the McCaskey kids, because you want to break that string. It's like beating Duke at Duke, which is very, very tough. You have to beat Hempfield, and they've not done it 6 straight trips. And here they are on the short end again, staring at number 7.
And how about the Maryland Terrapins this week? The first home loss for Duke in 47 games.
Mr. Intensity, Gary Williams. He's a treat to watch on the sidelines.
Boy, how does Duke do it? They lost 4 players.
They're amazing.
In the NBA draft, and just reloaded.
It's like Hempfield's in a little zone here. Nice move. What a great drive. Tyson McFadden.
McFadden with 6 points all here in the second half, and it's a 2-point game, 3:40 left.
He fears nothing inside at 5'11". He just gives it up. Almost a steal there by Anthony Gibson.
Brown will reset now. Over to the corner. Presley coming down the lane. 14-footer goes 13. Rebound, Anthony Gibson.
There's an easy run out. They love to do that.
Tyron McFadden missed the layup.
They'll keep playing, though. Come on. They'll be back to play. Oh, what a block. What a block by Anthony Gibson.
Gibson got up and rejected the
Patterson.
shot.
Oh,
head fake and a finger roll.
Terry Patterson's back.
Tied at 56, under 3 minutes to play, and a foul called on Tyron McFadden.
That's about as exciting end-to-end action as you get in high school basketball. What a great block on this end.
What a sequence. Unbelievable.
Here's Darren Presley going to the goal. Here's the pin by Anthony Gibson, and then they turn around and run the other end of Terry Patterson. And we're tied. There's another
steal. Jerry Johnson all alone. Easy off the glass. McCaskey leads it by 2. Hempfield coming down. They kick it back out. Minder out top now. Less than 2.5 to play. Down low, Ryan Butt. And it's tipped away by Patterson. Gibson goes up. Can't get it to go. Oh, nice behind-the-back dribble by Justin Moyer.
Now Hempfield needs to settle down. There you go, inside to Ryan Butt. Of course, there's 3 people around him, which...
Moyer for 3, no good. Anthony Gibson, a 3, won't go. Rebound, Darren Presley. Nobody on the boards that time for Hempfield.
We don't need a shot clock. Not happening here tonight. Here's another quick shot. I think they're a little tired right now. Another run out by Jerry Johnson. Hempfield limited that play over at McCaskey, and they've got about 4 of those baskets tonight for 8 easy points, and that really is big.
Warren Goodling not happy with that sequence. And they've called a full timeout. 1:38 left in this ball game, and all of a sudden McCaskey leads by 4, and they really took control of the basketball game over that last couple of minutes.
That block by Anthony Gibson, the run out by Perry Patterson, the beautiful move. And here's a kid that's been struggling all along. He makes a great move. Then here's the pass to Jerry Johnson for one of his easy deuces. And McCaskey has a 4-point lead. The McCaskey faithful have come to life.
It is quiet as it was earlier in this ball game. It has gotten loud now. A minute 38 sits between the McCaskey Red Tornadoes and their first victory in 7 games against Hempfield, but more importantly, a victory on their court in the Section 1 championship.
That is key. I know that Coach Powell likes to look into districts, but boy, you got to take care of the first things first, and it's great to win in your hometown.
And the Section 1 championship's a banner to put on the wall.
You're correct. And a big write-up in tomorrow's paper, and the #1 seed, and a lot goes with that.
Perry Patterson and Ryan Butt a little duking it out at midcourt. Boy, Hempfield really handling the pressure. Moyer going to drive, and there's a foul on Patterson.
It's only the team's 5th, I believe, so they won't be shooting.
It's the 3rd foul on Patterson. McCaskey going to have to deal with a little bit of foul trouble, particularly if this one goes overtime. Tyson McFadden with 4, Perry Patterson with 3. Minute 33 left, Hempfield down by 4.
Little screen for Darren Presley.
Moyer going to drive baseline up and under. Circus shot won't go. Ryan Butt there. He gets a putback.
He's just too big. He's just too big. He's there. He's too big.
26 tonight for Ryan Butt. 2-point ball game. 1:12 left.
The 2 superstars have led their teams.
Gibson out top, guarded by Minder.
This is not McCaskey's game sitting on this. They did this over at Manheim Township, up 13 points, and next thing you know, it was a tie ball game. We were going overtime.
Foul on Ryan Butt, his 2nd of the basketball game.
I know it's not their game, and it's also very, very difficult to do in high school basketball. And here we have Perry Patterson on the line. He rolled his last one in.
The other key here, McCaskey with a foul to give. They are in the bonus, and Patterson hits the front end of the 1-and-1. That is a big basket. 57.7 left. It's a 3-point ball game. Patterson can make it 2 possessions right here. He misses badly. Never even got rimmed.
Very badly.
Boy, when it rains, it pours, I guess, for Perry Patterson.
He's really come to life here in that last few minutes, though. He's done some nice things. Here's a long run out. No, it didn't see him. There it is.
Presley drives, reverse layup, won't go. Out of bounds, off Presley.
Tell you what, they're letting him play. The fittest are going to survive here. They're going at it. We got a timeout, McCaskey, with 50 seconds left.
Timeout being called. Full timeout by the McCaskey Red Tornadoes. 50.1 seconds left. 61-58. McCaskey out in front. It has gotten loud. This will be a very long 50 seconds.
This is what we wanted, and it's long from over, far from over.
Jerry Johnson tonight, 25 points in the basketball game. Ryan Butt with 26. That's one heck of a matchup. You knew those guys were going to have a great game, and they have been nothing short of spectacular so far.
This is everything that we thought it would be, and more.
McCaskey will inbounds the basketball. Tyson McFadden to inbounds the pass.
Hempfield comes with some full court pressure. Now you've got to throw and a long pass to Jerry Johnson. Another easy basket. Very interesting strategy. Nobody back defensively, just a simple play. He took off on the fly, and Perry Patterson, the quarterback, hit him. There's a
5-point game, 40 seconds left. Presley drives the lane and gets the basket.
Another run out.
Tyson McFadden this time, and he gets an easy lay-in. Nobody back on defense.
Very interesting strategy by Hempfield to press, and face guard press. I mean, front the man. Gave him 2 easy baskets.
Under 20 seconds left. Butt for 3, no good. Rebound comes out, and it's off Darren Presley out of bounds.
5-point lead with 13.8 left. You got it in the right person's hand. This kid can shoot him.
Foul by Adam Brown. Jerry Johnson going to the line.
McCaskey celebrating. I guess they have it, but we have half the McCaskey stands are now on the sidelines.
First by Johnson is good. It's a 6-point lead.
Hempfield fans filing out. He makes this. It's a 3-possession game.
Timeout called.
Warren Goodling is giving Eddie Flick an earful.
Boy, I would be hard-pressed at the beginning of this season. We'll tell you more about this when we get back. 12.7 left. It's a 6-point game. Stick around. We'll be right back. Back in live action, McCaskey controlled the rebound. Johnson missed his free throw, but hits a 3 at the buzzer. Jerry Johnson put up a 3, and McCaskey has won the basketball game, and they have claimed the 1999-2000 Section 1 championship.
And Bedlam on the court.
Boy, the McCaskey fans enjoying this one. A 6-game losing streak to the Hempfield Black Knights snapped here by the Red Tornado.
Not only do they snap the losing streak, but they capture the Section 1 championship and the #1 seed in the upcoming LL League playoffs. Congratulations to Coach Powell and his team.
What a terrific basketball game, and I'm kind of curious about that strategy in the last minute by Hempfield. They got a number of run out. They must have given up 6 points on easy layups to Jerry Johnson and Tyson McFadden and Tyron McFadden. Kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, it's strange. We'll have to talk about it some more, but it was an interesting strategy which backfired on him. It's easy to second guess.
It's a final here in Landisville, 69-60. The Section 1 champions are the McCaskey Red Tornadoes. We'll be right back. Boy, they're filing out of here quickly at Hempfield High School, but there's a number still around. You think there's going to be a little bit of a party here for a short while anyway by the McCaskey fans.
There's some of the crowd milling around here. You know, you just know they're going to meet again. You just have that feeling. Hempfield now goes down into the lower half of the bracket, and Anvil Cleona, here is your gift for capturing Section 3. You get to play Hempfield, McCaskey on the top half. They'll open up with LS. And will we see this same crowd, maybe even bigger, up at Hershey Park on Friday night with the two teams again for round 3? I think we might.
Well, Warren Goodling has said he knows they've had a good year. When they play McCaskey 3 or 4 times, they may well get their opportunity after this one. But McCaskey getting the better of this, a 69-60 victory. And it seemed like similar to how you in football, you have the last team with the ball gets the victory in a game like this. The last team to control the tempo gets the win here tonight because McCaskey took over the last couple of minutes.
I talked to our coach at Manheim Township about the number of easy run-out baskets McCaskey got, and if you come back, if you watch this when it's replayed, and you count the number of easy long pass baskets that McCaskey gets, and I mean, I think the first time in there I counted 2, and I bet you tonight you got 7, and ball game.
Well, and I was surprised also by the number that they got in the last minute, the run-outs on the long inbounds passes, giving up the easy baskets, and unfortunately it didn't work out for Hempfield.
It was an interesting strategy. They put Ryan Budd up on the ball, that big physical presence up there, but then everybody face guarded, and there was no safety valve, and McCaskey's not afraid to go for it, and they have Perry Patterson, the quarterback, inbounding it. He made 2 long passes, 2 easy buckets, ball game.
2 for 2, no interception for Perry Patterson in that last couple of minutes. He did very well for them.
2 touchdowns, and they're there, huh?
Couple of interesting notes here, some statistics to be regarded. 31 points for Jerry Johnson. You think he was big tonight? Huge. 31 points. 9 in the first quarter, 10 each in the third and fourth quarter. He came up big in the second half. 20 second half points. But Ryan Butt right there also. 14 first half points on the way to 26 on the night. Both of those guys, their game was right on.
Jerry Johnson was the recipient of a lot of those run-out baskets. A lot of those 31 points, or 4 or 5 of those baskets were easy chippies that he got, and that helps pad his total. But that's part of their offense.
Now the McCaskey Red Tornadoes celebrating this one. They're going to savor this one for a long time. You think back to the heartache they felt January 18th on their home court, had the 1-point lead and couldn't hold it, and Ryan Butt got the big putback. Well, now Hempfield on the other side of that medicine.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to swallow, but again, these are kids. The sun will come up tomorrow, and they'll practice, and I guarantee you they'll be ready to play Monday, and they're already plotting ahead. Though the coach doesn't want them to look ahead, the kids are already thinking Hershey Park rematch.
Well, I tell you what, Mike McConley deserves kudos because he was right on. He said this McCaskey Red Tornado basketball team, they don't know anything about coming into a hostile environment. They certainly came into one tonight. Didn't faze them at all. They played their game up and down, went back and forth with Hempfield, who is a terrific basketball team, and got a big victory.
Credit to both Coach Powell, his staff, and all his kids. And again, Warren Goodling does such a great job, and I know we'll see them down the road.
This will be a fun one. The second of who knows how many, 3, maybe 4 matchups between Hempfield and McCaskey. We hope to be able to bring you a couple more. It should be a lot of fun. That will do it for us here tonight. The Section 1 champions for 1999-2000, the McCaskey Red Tornadoes, Steve Powell and his club. Congratulations to them. For Mike McConley and the rest of our TSM crew, my name is Ken Phelps. Thanks for watching, everybody. A terrific basketball game. Congratulations to the Red Tornado of McCaskey. We'll see you soon.